Guys, what's up? It is Doug, and welcome to another edition of Spooky Villages. I am very excited to talk about the building today because it's the one I was actually most excited to see in person whenever the buildings got announced over the winter. Everybody had an opinion on this one. It seemed like you either loved it or you hated it whenever the pictures were shown off. I loved it because I love everything pumpkin themed. I was predetermined, or it was predetermined that I was going to like this piece probably, or at least be interested in it. And I have it here, and I want to talk about it. Before I get into that, as always, thank you guys for all the comments. There were some great rare building suggestions that I'm actually looking into right now. And boy, I gotta say, the used market is tough. I know that this time of year, it gets tough anyways, to find the retired pieces, but man, it's just tough to find stuff for a reasonable price. Every year it gets worse. So that's what's going on here. But I am working on some cool retired buildings. Thank you guys for the suggestions. Also, I realized this when watching some of the videos back. I can notice when I'm talking, my voice has been off a little bit this season so far. It's because pollen is atrocious here in Missouri, and my allergies have just been berserk for like 6 weeks now. So I'm fine, but my voice is a bit goofy because of that. It's a lot of fun, and I've been working outside a bunch, and it makes the pollen just get all up in me. It's terrible. So anyways, on with the show here. Here is the Crypt of Lost Pumpkin Souls. Non-exclusive, non-Michaels exclusive for those of you who are wanting this building. Just get that out of the way here. This building, it's interesting seeing it in person. I mean, it always seems like it's different seeing these things in person, but it's themed a little bit different, or the actual look of it is a little bit different than I thought it was going to be. It's actually a good thing. And I was already pretty excited about this building. If you guys watched the Village Idiots preview show, you could see that. Again, comments on it seemed like they were divided. Some people loved it, some hated it. I really dig what they're doing here, I think, on the theming. Here it is, guys. Check it out. So the theming on this, we'll get into the details in a minute here, but the overall theming here, well, first off, I love everything pumpkin. You guys know, right? I'm a sucker for anything pumpkin, so you know I was going to love it. But the way this is, it actually seems like it's cartoony on purpose. I know that seemed to be a big critique of it. People were complaining that, oh, this stuff is too silly nowadays. In seeing this in person and seeing all of the actual little details on it, I think that's actually the point. It's supposed to be silly. And I mean that insofar as I believe this is like a cute haunted attraction is what it's designed after. So you can see here, I love the features on this. You've got the jack-o'-lantern here and his little vine arms come out, wrapped around the torches here, which are also corn stalks. You can see around here, those vines go everywhere. I love the theme. Pumpkins everywhere on this. The lighting is great. We'll see that in a minute. But in talking about what I was just mentioning, beware of the Crypt Keeper, this sign here. This here says directions to the haunted corn maze. I'd turn back if I was you. What's this say? The Crypt of Lost Pumpkin Souls. Basically, this is designed, it looks like, as a haunted attraction you would find at a pumpkin patch. Designed to be silly. There's a pumpkin patch that is no longer here in St. Louis. Romback's Farm is what it was called, if any of you guys are around here. They had a cool little haunted setup, like a little haunted town. This looks like you would see something like that here. It looks like it'd be spooky, like kids would love this, but it's not overly macabre. And again, it looks like it was actually designed to be like a haunted attraction in a pumpkin patch. So given that that's like my favorite theme, of course, this is up my alley. I absolutely love this building. This one has a great fit and finish on it. It feels bulky. It's not super heavy, by the way, but it doesn't feel plasticky. The paint job on this is great. Dare I say the paint job on this one in particular here is very Department 56 in finish, and how it looks. I don't really see any blemishes. Sometimes Lemax stuff, you'll see that. It kind of comes with the territory, and let's show you what it looks like lit up. I love the bright pops of orange, the green and yellows on it. It looks great. Here's what it looks like lit up. And you can see here, man, this one, it's just got a lot going on lighting-wise. Lemax this year, it's just a big thing to have these pulse lighting. It feels like everything has pulse lighting on it. And there might be a better term, but what I mean by pulse lighting is it just kind of, like the flames look like they're dancing on it. This one, it's very striking with the orange and the purple. Now you can see there's also green here on the back, but the front of the building, you have a lot of the purple and the orange. It looks beautiful lit up. Again, those flames are kind of licking. It draws attention to it, to itself, and it's bright, but it's not, again, there's no like strobing that's going on here, but it's another one of those pieces that Lemax, they've done the lighting to where this piece is not animated, but it kind of has the vibe of animation. It draws the attention like an animated house, and there's nothing to break on it. That's great too. No soundtrack on this one. This one kind of, it would have been fun to have a soundtrack, but as somebody who, the soundtracks are mainly just fun for me to have in these videos, but who doesn't actually use them, I think it's fine. It keeps the price down on it. This is another one that I think is pretty affordable compared to some of the pieces because you do not have the soundtrack and you don't have the animation on it. I'm predicting this one is going to actually be a big hit because the lighting on it's great and the theming is good. Those who, again, were complaining about how this looks way too cartoonish. I mean, okay, it's not going to change your mind, I suppose, but it looks like that is actually the theme here, is that of a haunted attraction you would find somewhere. And what I mean by haunted attraction, I mean, I don't think this is presenting itself as a real scary building that's supposed to be like an actual pumpkin crypt. I mean, the idea is kind of silly anyways, right? So this would just be perfect on a farm attraction. What is that called? Agritainment, I think is what the big pumpkin patches are called. Agritainment. I love that word, agritainment. Anyways, it would be right at home on one of those farms. So yeah, this one also, you've got the broken glass around the side. Or at least the stickers that look like broken glass. Pumpkins all around it. You've got all of these signs. Again, the vines, which I mentioned, are everywhere. Even has like the stalks where the flames are coming out of the top, and that jack-o'-lantern striking. Of course, this would go fantastic with the Mad Pumpkin Patch. It would also go, it would work pretty well if you had the Pumpkin Island from last year. That was such a cool building. That, as far as like buildings to video, that was one of the most fun and like I think the coolest the video in how the clip turned out was with the fog rolling out of the jack-o'-lantern head. I love that pumpkin aisle. So that's the Crypt, guys. I love this building. Of course, this is like in my wheelhouse, something like this, but I don't know if it's going to change your mind. I think that if you already have a mind, your mind made up on it one way or the other, probably that means if your mind is made up, it's in a negative fashion. So, hey, different strokes for different folks. But if this is in Michael's stores, and I don't know what's going to be in Michael's stores yet as of the recording of this, which is actually recording this near the end of May. And the big thing, though, with this, I think in person it's going to draw more people in that maybe wouldn't otherwise. It's just got really fun details throughout it. Great little haunted attraction. You could actually theme this at a carnival, too. I know they did that. What was it, a couple years ago? They did that. The jack-o'-lantern merry-go-round. I thought that piece is pretty cool. They keep doing pumpkin pieces. It feels like even if the theming's a little different, like as far as the genre, like you had that carnival ride I mentioned, you have this one, you got the Mad Pumpkin Patch, which is the farm. You had of course, the Isle Jacks last year, which that was, I don't even know what you classify that as really. It's kind of its own thing, but you could theme this with all of them because it goes, with pumpkins. It's got the pumpkin theming going on, so you could do that, but you could also put it in a trick-or-treat neighborhood. The farm, a carnival, there's various places you could put this, and you could make it into your actual spooky town if you like the more macabre pieces. It would work for that, even though I think that this is actually supposed to be a more lighthearted and fun piece at its heart. But that's it, guys. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think below. Please let me know in the comments what you're thinking on this building. So for the teaser next week, we're going to be mixing some potions. No sound on this one, so we're not doing a soundtrack at the end of this one, so I'm going to sign off here in a minute, but I just wanted to say thank you all so much, as always, for the support. All you guys who view, share these videos on like the Facebook groups and everything. Instagram, I really appreciate you. The friendships I've made here. Thank you to all the Patreon supporters, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week.